I'm Mark Medina with the LA Times Lakers blog. Staying here at Staples Center, the Lakers came off a 97-84 victory over the Orlando Magic. This marks a 10-1 mark since the All-Star break. They came off a recent road stretch where they went 3-1 against some impressive opponents such as the Dallas Mavericks and Atlanta Hawks. San Antonio Spurs had that one loss against the Miami Heat, but the Lakers continued its dominance overall, but didn't come without a few concerns. Heading into the game, Phil Jackson expressed some worries and anxieties that the Lakers would resort to inconsistent play. Now, that's debatable whether Phil is just trying to play another mind game and try to psychologically motivate the Lakers, but also speaks to just their season-wide inconsistency where they looked like they could reel off some pretty impressive stretches of play, but then revert back to poor habits. And with obviously the Lakers nearing playoff time in late March, Phil Jackson had hoped that the Lakers had turned a corner. There are also some other injury concerns, most notably Kobe Bryant, who was deemed a game-time decision because he sprained his left ankle on Saturday against Dallas, and he had said after that game that it was the size of a baseball. And even in morning shoot-around, Phil Jackson somewhat described it the same, even though he said it looked a lot better. Kobe came out in the first half, did not look good in terms of his shot. His balance is very flat. He tried to make sure that his left foot didn't have a lot of elevation, so it wouldn't be painful after the release when he would land on the floor. But he came back in the second half and played very aggressively. He was also willing to take some offensive charges, get some deflections defensively to really help spark the team. Pau Gasol overcame a poor first half showing with sharper elevation, sharper balance with his shots. And then you look at Andrew Bynum. Pretty much he was consistent all through the game. He had a career-high 18 rebounds that tied a career high, and that really continues to stretch for Andrew, where he's been consistently there for the Lakers when it comes to getting the blocks on the boards. And, obviously he has the size and length. He's 7 foot. But it goes beyond just him being a physical presence and him beyond having that size advantage. Obviously, he did match up against Dwight Howard, and Phil Jackson described that as an adequate job because, Andrew was able to hold his own, but, Dwight still had 22 points, 8 of 14 shooting, but he thought he was fairly impressive in forcing Dwight to commit 9 turnovers, but Andrew still got a little bit of foul trouble there. But it's a lot of good signs because the Lakers are playing team ball. You look at some of, maybe the complementary figures, such as Derek Fisher. He had 15 points at 6 of 9 shooting. Lamar Odom off the bench, he's been consistent all season. He provides 16 points, 7 of 12 shooting. Then you look at the rest of the bench where they entered the fourth quarter able to withstand and maintain the double-digit lead, and you have a recipe for a team that looks pretty ready for the playoff level. But obviously the Lakers know that things can be fleeting. It's all about trying to maintain that sharpness and not allow all the success to kind of give them a false impression that suddenly they can rest on their laurels. But so far, the Lakers have shown signs they've been able to adjust, and there's a lot of challenges coming in. They had Kobe's ankle, they had poor shooting performance, they had Magic hitting it from downtown, but the Lakers really locked in the second half defensively and made sure that the dominance continued. And on a positive note, Lakers have the day off now Tuesday. Especially Kobe, can rest his sprained left ankle, and then they have a game Friday against Minnesota. So now it's all about trying to maintain the sharpness in play and continue to stay healthy.